What's happening, everybody? You know who it is. We're back with the second one. Diablo Dare brisket from Arby's challenge sandwich. Earlier I posted a video with the Diablo Dare, the chicken sandwich. And super good sandwich. Spice level for me, is about a 1 or a 2. But there's definitely some spice and some heat in there. So for everybody out there saying that there's no heat to this sandwich, there's heat to this sandwich. Now, is it extremely spicy warning level heat? No. Is it blow your socks off heat? No. Is it challenge worthy? Not really. Not for a chili head, not for a lot of people in the chili community, but for what it is and for being a national chain restaurant, could be spicy level challenge for the average consumer for sure, because there is heat there. So for everybody saying that there's no heat in these sandwiches, I don't get it, because I definitely picked up some heat. Same story as before. I had to take a road trip to get this, so I figured while I was there I might as well get the chicken and the brisket, do one for lunch, do this one for dinner. It's about 8:30 Sunday night. That way I didn't have to leave again or get more food. So, and then that way I could compare the two and see which one I thought was better as far as flavor wise, because I think the heat's going to probably be about the same. And let's get it. Here's your sandwich. This is the brisket now we're getting into. So I had to warm it up. You know what I mean? So might be a little more sloppy. I know you kids like them extra slappies for you. Name that movie. Anybody that catches this, leave a comment and name that movie. I know how you kids like them slappy. I made them extra slappies for you. Great movie. Comedy. 90s. Shit. I think it was in the 90s, right? I don't know. Anyway. Alright. I remember this thing did make a mess, though, so let's try it out. Now, I'm not like a competitive eater, big food eater. I eat a lot, but, not that much. That one sandwich filled me up. I'm pretty full still, I'm going to be honest with you, and this is 6 hours later, so hopefully I can finish this fucking thing, just based on the sheer amount of food that it is. I think it's a pretty big sandwich, man. So again, I had to heat it up. So I got some cheese melting. This one looks extra sloppy for you. So let's try it. Mm. So this sandwich, maybe I'm just used to the heat now because I'm not really picking up much heat on this one like I did on that chicken one. This one is definitely messier. little harder to eat. The brisket is pretty fatty. Um, I think having to heat it up, it's making it extra greasy. So So I'm definitely digging the chicken one more. Um, Sorry guys, that's gross. So I think the chicken one is better. um, yeah, I like the chicken one much better. It's a better sandwich. That was good though. So this sandwich, it doesn't feel as hot or as warm. Maybe a little bit, because I'm still getting it on the lips a little bit. Um, I'll be honest though, it is making me a little bit sick to my stomach. Um, I don't know if that's the flavor of the brisket, um, or like I said, I'm not that hungry right now. Um, so it's a little off-putting. um, but try a little horsey sauce on this, see if it helps with the flavor a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but the flavor on this one is kind of throwing me off a little bit. Some water would help. A little better. I mean, the brisket, it's not bad. It's not terrible. I'd say kind of the thing that's throwing me off here on this one is that the protein to starch relationship, it's way out of line. The chicken, that chicken breast was pretty fat, and it went around the whole sandwich pretty good. This, I mean, I'm already, like, look, yeah, there's no more meat left. There's no more meat left in this fucking sandwich at all. There's no meat left. There's no meat left anywhere. So it's all just like a soggy bun. So it kind of, the texture's off a little bit. I'm having a little bit of a hard time finishing this, and it's not because of the heat. I mean, the heat on this one is probably more like a 1 than the first time I tried it earlier today. Put a pickle on there, see if that helps. Not really. So, that's a wrap on that sandwich. A little bit of bun left, but it needs that meat to it. Really sets the the whole sandwich off. You need to have some of that meat kind of with every bite, because for me, the soggy bun like that, it just doesn't do it. Doesn't cut it. You know what I mean? But let's write out a little burn here and see, because my lips are tingling a little bit. But that's all I'm getting. No drop of sweat like I got on the chicken one. So I'd still give it a 1 to a 2 on heat. Flavor on the brisket though, you know, everything combined, the whole deal. And this isn't just the flavor or the texture of the briskets, the whole sandwich I'm judging here. Maybe a 5, maybe. It doesn't really do it for me quite like the chicken one did. So if I ever go back, or I probably won't, because I'm not driving 30 more minutes to get another sandwich that doesn't really have that much heat to it. You know, but if I did, I would get the chicken one. So I would recommend the chicken one, then the brisket. And I like brisket. I like red meat more than white meat, so that's weird, but I don't eat a lot of chicken. So maybe that's why I liked it more, though, because it was a different protein I was getting than what I normally eat. I normally eat a lot of steak, a lot of ground beef, things like that. I don't eat a lot of chicken. Fair amount of fish, but not a lot of fish either. My diet consists of a lot of red meat and potatoes. I am a red-blooded American, I will admit it. But, so maybe that's why. That could be part of it. I think the other part, though, is just the texture of that brisket. A little slimy with that sauce and the coleslaw or the pickle and the lettuce combination. The whole combination of the sandwich just didn't do it for me. The chicken, that chicken had a nice crisp to it, a nice crunch. It was a thick piece of meat you were getting with every bite. This, it was more of a soupy type sandwich. So I think the biggest thing for me was the texture aspect of the brisket one as compared to the chicken one. Why I didn't like it as much. And then, like I said, it needed more meat on it. And I know some people will think or say, well, I ate a lot of meat in the first few bites. True, could be. I don't know. Um, but if that was, those bites should have been every bite. So regardless, it needed more meat. That's plain and simple. But the heat levels, pretty much all dissipated now. But like I said, there's definitely detectable heat there. And like I said, it's not challenge worthy or I think the advertisement doesn't say on the box here, but I think the advertisement, like online and stuff, the little poster and shit, what I post with this video, there's a little warning on there that it says caution, extremely spicy. Doesn't need that. You know what I mean? Even for people that don't eat a lot of spicy food, doesn't really need that. So let's wash this down. There's a little 5-minute burn or so there. I mean, overall, though, I know I'm knocking this one a little bit, but overall, still a pretty solid sandwich. I think if they would have cut the brisket into thicker slices, I mean that brisket was pretty thin. If they would have had a little bit thicker brisket slices on there, I think this sandwich would have been better and it would have been closer related to the chicken. I don't know. Just my thoughts. Now, I got them at the same time, same day, same Arby's. So heat level seems about the same. I think they put the same amount of peppers on there, the same amount of barbecue. Because it's probably the same dude back there making them. So heat level on both pretty comparable. I did have the extra, barbecue sauce. I should have probably used that in the first video to amp up the heat on that one and see if it did anything. I was going to use it on this one because, after eating that chicken one or halfway through the chicken one, I'm like, yeah, this isn't very hot. Let's save it for the next video and increase it. But I didn't add it because, like I said, the texture on this one was just not cutting it. And if I added more of the sauce, yeah, I probably would have heated it up a notch, a little bit more. But it would have just become even more soggy and not enough heat worthiness for the sogginess, if that makes any fucking sense. So, anyways, that's it. That'll be the last time you see me eat one of those on a video, but I will get another chicken one if it presents itself. I'm not going to go out of my way like I did today and yesterday, but if I'm ever around in Arby's and hungry and think about it, and they still have it, chicken I might get. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.